Find out if you have braces. I have braces too.
Get away from her, you.
Citrus plant from the Mediterranean can spontaneously burst into flame.
I don't know what happened. Switch went off in my brain, and all of a sudden I just got really obsessed with plants. I love them. Can a lady just not have some plants? I'm going to tell all of you at Harvard why I'm going to make an amazing lawyer.
Buy my plants.
Buy them.
Or
Yeah.
Let me see the front of the shirt.
I think I need a large.
And if you buy 2 shirts,
I'm
he'll
busting
flex.
out of this one.
Yay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Buy 2 shirts, get 1 flex free.
Flex is always free.
Always free.
What's up, dirty plant hoes and all you dirty plant enthusiasts out there? It is I, your plant madam, with a beautiful $30 pot that I bought, I don't know, like 3 years ago or something. Today, me and my saggy britches are going to select some seedlings from, this is just one of many totes that I have. This is the biggest tote that I have though. Seedlings that I once thought were just magnificum self-pollinated because I was so like not confident in my pollination that I just didn't even want to say that it was magnificum crossed with warrock. So I just said it was magnificum x magnificum because like I think I've only done like 1 trade or something like that all up until now with these seedlings. And I'm so excited because now I'm starting to see some long boys in here. Oh, and here is a little surviving varicosum that I thought all my varicosum were dead. So when I found that, I almost freaking cried. Y'all, so cute. So I don't know if you've ever crossed a magnificum with a warrock before. Let me know if my seedlings look similar. And if you haven't, or if you've bought a magnificum seedling and it wasn't that long, also let me know down in the comment section because I'm so curious, like, is it normal for a self-pollinated magnificum to get that long? Or is it just obvious that it's half warrock, half magnificum? Do you see what I'm saying? Anywho, mixing up some soil, and I want to be real with you. It's probably because I can't commit to doing the pond just yet. This is the abnormally shaped Lego balls. I added in perlite, and now I'm adding in my favorite soil, which is Miracle Grow, but it's only like what, 1 to 5 parts soil, and the rest of it is worm castings, perlite, yeah, and the lava rocks. Oh, and the orchid bark also. Mixing it up is pretty satisfying because I like to cook in the kitchen also, and I don't know, just mixing up this soil has always been satisfying. There's going to be a lot of moments. My Sunkissed Zero Sugar, if you guys have not tried that, you are missing out. There's going to be a lot of moments in this video that I find low-key satisfying. This is not one of them. I've sped this up to like 400 or 500. The pulling out of the seedling process because those roots are so bound together, it's insane. Like, it takes a really long time if you don't want to break all the roots to pull just one seedling out. So that's why I'm just like doing 4, I think I did 6 or something. Look at here, this is satisfying too. When the water goes through the chunky mix and you can see it like saturating all the way down, that is satisfying. I like that. Here's another really long boy. You see me pulling him out? Like, it's not as easy as it looks. Like, I sped up that first part. But look at the shape on that one. Oh, and this little guy came out too. So we're just going to pot him up and get him ready for sale. The whole idea of selecting these seedlings today is I want to further cross these seedlings. So what I have right here are my favorite ones. These are basically what I consider to be my keepers that I would like to... I have a warrock on the way, and I would like to re-pollinate them back with a warrock if I could get them to flower. You know what I mean? It's like a breeding experiment, program experiment. And all of these anthuriums are coming through with pink veination. All of the ones that I'm selecting are also coming through with a very nice sinus. They seem to be the most hardy ones. And like these little guys are like popping out here and there, but I've got some other totes that I'm going to be putting them in for the sale. And I've got this really nice pot, so I'm going to put my absolute favorite, I think, in the nice pot. But otherwise, these are the ones that I have selected so far. If you go to the link on the Etsy shop, it just says Magnificum Seedlings. I'm still not confident enough to put the word Warrock on there, Magnificum X Warrock. I don't know. I guess it was because it was my first successful pollination that got all the way to the seedling stage. So for me, it just feels safer to say Magnificum, because I would hate for someone to buy a seedling and then be like, oh, no way. No way this has got any kind of war. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just trying to avoid the hassle of it all. But let me know what you think, because I'm going to be showing you lots of close-ups of these seedlings. But I also know, I'm such a rambler. I'm sorry, guys. I also know that these are all like brothers and sisters. So none of them are going to look like exactly the same. So it's just hard, you know, like, and God knows how long I've had them sitting around. You know what I'm saying? They've been in these totes for quite some time. That's why more than a couple of them are quite large. But that's another reason why it's good to be doing this today, because I need, for the little grass-like seedlings down at the bottom, to have more room to grow. So that's why I'm pulling a lot of these. Another reason why I'm, oh God, do you see? So clumsy. I'm poking some holes in these white plastic cups. These are my favorite, absolute favorite things to plant in, are these white plastic cups. They're great to ship in also. I put just another one right on top. You guys have seen me prep things for shipping before. But man, it is just like really, really, really great ways to grow. You can see your root development, especially if you're using like a really chunky mix like this. And you can also see things faster, like really bad fungus or things like that. But I haven't gotten super bad funguses in a while, so I'll keep my fingers crossed on that one. Y'all, I have had just about everything that can go wrong has gone wrong in my plant collection. That's for sure. Ooh, I love to watch that water running through. Isn't that satisfying? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I decided that this cup needed a couple more holes, so I'm just poking a couple more holes in the bottom. Those are my favorite shears. Those are my Fisker shears, and I was going to show you guys how sharp they were in the beginning, but I could barely cut my perlite bag open with them because they actually are getting quite dull. I have had them for, I think, almost 5 years now, but they were, like, they've always been my favorite shears. I can't even believe that I actually still have them. I bought one pair, and I've had them this whole time. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Friendly reminder, always sanitize your shears, because I also have had run-ins in the past with plant viruses, and you can spread a plant virus from one to another plant if you use unsanitized shears. So don't learn everything the hard way like your plant madam, okay? You be smart. You sanitize those shears. I'm not actually cutting the plant with those shears today. I'm just cutting plastic with them, so no big deal. Look at the long boy. Look at this long boy. Doesn't that look like a Warrock baby to you? Well, not like totally, but you know exactly what you would imagine a Warrock X Magnificum baby to look like.
Look at this child. Look at this child. That is not my baby, boy. Look at this.
I have just been churning out seedling after seedling in there whenever I have free time, because you guys saw how many there is in there. Like, it's no joke. Like, we've got to start separating them. And I've probably got 30 separated at this point. This is my favorite one right here. And I have such high hopes for this guy. And I hope that he does really well. And I love when they put the fresh leaf out and it's all blushed out. Like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm sussing out a new tropical Ecuadorian plant sale place that was a lot like Ecuagenera. And you guys know that And I also made an order from Equigenera here recently in one of their live plant sales. I got really sour on Equigenera, or Equigenera, however you want to say it, last year, because that's where the plant virus, I feel like that's where the plant virus that I got came from. Because the plant that I got from them, I thought it was like variegated, but it turned out it wasn't variegated. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not even saying it's their fault. I'm just saying that's what I feel like happened, and I'm telling the truth, okay? I ordered another plant from them, so obviously I'm not that tore up about it. Last year I made a video because I was all butthurt about it, but just like Equigenera, there is another plant sales place on Instagram, and they do live plant sales, and I've been learning a lot and like paying attention because I also would like to do some live plant sales with these seedlings so that you guys can like see what you're getting and purchase that way, like number them and label them, and then that way you could actually pick and choose from it. And these are my selections for like the way that they're shaped and things like that. So we'll see how it goes with that new Ecuadorian shop. I'm not 100% sure. It's called Tropical Plant Sales. I'm not going to link them or anything. I have an experience like once a week. Once I get the order, I'll do an unboxing with you guys, and then I'll link the shops. Not every experience is going to be the same. So here are all the little plant babies that I got potted up on this day. I was super duper 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 proud of it. As you can see, my little jiggly dance there in the background. And I immediately moved them over into the tent. Now, right now my tent is not like super stacked. So I'm like legit concerned about the humidity. I'm keeping the door closed all the time. On the other side, I have some veggies. I'm not tripping though. I did spray them down with some water just to keep I don't know, I guess because they just came out of a tote, and I thought they just need to be moist as possible. There's my little turkey turd, King Louie, always by my side. Okay, don't unsubscribe, okay? But here is a little veggie update. Tiny veggie update, okay? I just wanted to show you how big this little cherry tomato plant got. Already, I haven't a tomato collected yet, but soon. This is my little bell pepper plant, and the bell pepper, you see the little tiny baby bell pepper right there? Oh my God. I'm gonna eat the shit out of that little thing whenever it's ready. Isn't it cute? And some other little blooms that you can see are already close on their way to being little bell peppers. They're very adorable. The little bell pepper blooms are very, very cute. We also have our little jalapeno plant, and it is probably the slowest growing. I don't know. I turned my Spider Farmer light up. It has a dimmable feature, and I didn't realize for this past whole time I've had these veggies in here that it wasn't turned all the way up. It is now, so I think the veggies will like really start blasting, but at first, I guess I had it set to lower setting because I'm always growing like tropical plants. So I never have it full blast, you know what I mean? But I turned it up full blast, so hopefully I'll actually have some veggies to show you next time. Here is the the Better Boy. Shit, I can't even remember. The Big Boy? No, it's the Better Boy. Tomato plant, getting really big. I've staked it up. Still no maters yet, but we are hopeful. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to check out our new merch and my new Etsy store down below in the description. And if you are considering being a channel member, you can also find that link down below as well. Casey was modeling a unisex size medium. I have not modeled it yet, but that's what you can see. It's like the sizes are very inclusive, super stretchy. The print is super soft. The only instructions were like you had to turn it inside out and wash it cold the first time. But yeah, it's great fabric, great quality. Check out all my links down in the description below. We love you guys. Peace out. Later, taters. Bye.